Good morning, students. Let's start the revision of chapter 4, the Earth's structure. Some of the detailed videos also I will just give the link there, and if you want to see the detailed video you can check that also in the YouTube. And now let's see here the quick revision, because already I have explained the whole chapter. So the Earth structure. So all of you know about the three realms of the Earth, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Now here's the Earth structure as we are studying. This is the lithosphere. Now lithosphere means the whole internal structure of the Earth. So first of all, the three things is very important here. The temperature. Now what happens as we get inside the Earth, usually we will find the temperature keeps on increasing, and usually at a certain depth actually temperature increases by 1 degree centigrade for every 32 meters. So every 32 meters the temperature increases by 1 degree centigrade, but it happens only up to a certain depth, and after that what happens, this increase of temperature, this rate actually increases. So we will see afterwards. Let's see in the detail actually. So let's see some of the things. Like example, actually at the depth of 48 kilometer, now usually the temperature is found here, that is between 1200 degree centigrade to 200 degree centigrade. Now what happened after that, beyond 48 kilometer, you will see the temperature increases by 4000 degree centigrade, right? That is close to the center of the Earth, not in the center but close. But what happened in the center? In the center of the Earth, the temperature increases by 4300 degrees centigrade. So you will find here, from the temperature actually on the surface and the most interior part of the Earth actually in the core, inner core, the temperature is different. At the top the temperature is very less, but as we get inside, you can see here the temperature can be 4300 degrees centigrade. So this temperature keeps on increasing as we get inside the Earth. Now next is the pressure. Now usually what happens, this pressure also keeps on increasing, because this is a simple thing. As we get inside, what happens at the great depth, there is a weight of the whole large layer of the Earth. It exerts the weight, and the weight creates a pressure. So very simple. With the depth, the pressure also keeps on increasing, and this pressure, if you find here, now usually for a very commonly actually we just because the temperature is very high inside the Earth. So first of all, now let me just explain you one thing. Now this thing actually is, so the first thing actually you need to know about the measurement unit is that 14 point, first of all, the pressure is measured in pound per square inch. But what happens inside the Earth, the temperature, the atmospheric pressure is very high. Not atmospheric pressure but pressure, all over the pressure. So the pressure is very high. So usually 1 atmospheric unit, this is the 1 unit actually, it is equal to 14.7 pound per square inch. So usually 14.7 pound per square inch usually is taken as, it is called as 1 atmosphere. So this is a unit. So with this unit, if you will find inside the Earth at core, this pressure increases by 3.5 million atmosphere. So first of all, the pressure inside the Earth is measured in atmosphere. The unit is atmosphere. So let's see here. So this unit keeps on increasing. So already you have seen here that this pressure in the core, at the core inside the Earth, it increases by 3.5 million atmosphere. Now the third thing is the density. So here the average density actually of the Earth is 5.5. Now how the density is measured? The weight per unit volume. Weight per unit volume. This is the unit to measure the density of the earth. So let's see here the density. If you'll find, this density also keeps on increasing. At the surface of the earth the density is very less, but inside the earth the density is very, very high. Now at the surface you will find the density is 2.7, but inside the core this density can be 16. So this is the thing. So what thing we have learned, that as we get inside the earth here, so not only temperature but pressure and density, all these three things keeps on increasing. So now let's see here the structure of the earth. Now already you know that the structure of the earth actually, it classified into three layers. The earth structure is classified into three layers. What are they? Crust, mantle and core. And again the crust is classified into two layers, that is the upper crust and the lower crust. Now they also can be categorized into the first layer, because it is mainly the most important component which are found in the first layer is the silica and aluminium. That's why this first layer is also called sial. The first layer of the crust, the upper crust, that's why it is called sial. Then the second layer, the most common components, elements are silica and aluminium. So silica and magnesium. So the second layer we also call it sima, that is silica and magnesium. So here this first layer, the sial, they are also known as the granitic layer, because usually the most common rocks which are found in this layer are the granite rocks. And in the sima, the second layer, the most common rocks which are found in this layer are the basalt rocks. So usually the first layer, granite, which is called granitic layer, and the second layer is also called basaltic layer. So you will find all the continents, they are found usually by this first layer, granitic layer. And under the ocean, we also call this the ocean floor. The ocean floor is found by the basaltic layer. I'm just making it easier for you. Now next is the second layer is the mantle, but this mantle is separated by the crust by a very thin layer. It was with this very thin layer separates crust from mantle, and it was discovered by a scientist. His name was Mohorovičić, Yugoslav scientist from Yugoslavia, and that's why this name, this discontinuity, this very thin layer, which is also called discontinuity, this is also known as Mohorovičić, in short form Moho discontinuity. Now let's start with the mantle. So the mantle again has the two layers, the upper mantle, which is called asthenosphere, and the lower mantle, which is called mesosphere. So if you'll find here, the density ranges, that is in the Moho, means in the first layer, that is upper mantle, is 3.3, but in the lower mantle it can be 3.7. Now you can also see one more thing, Gutenberg discontinuity. Now this Gutenberg discontinuity is another layer, very thin layer, which separates mantle from the core. It separates mantle from the core. This was discovered by a scientist whose name was Benno Gutenberg, and on his name actually this layer named as the Gutenberg discontinuity. So this is a thin layer that separates mantle from the core. Now one more thing, I have explained you about the upper mantle and the lower mantle. Upper mantle is called the asthenosphere, lower mantle is called the mesosphere. Now where is the magma is found? So usually magma is not found in the lower mantle, magma is found in the upper mantle. This is the place where the magma is found. Then why the magma is not found in the mesosphere and in the core? because there is a general confusion is there among the students, and most of the students they think actually the molten magma is found in the core, but it is not possible. Why? Because core actually here the density is very high. Because of the very high density, it's not possible for any material to just to stay in a liquid form, and that's why actually the core, the whole core, the outer and the inner core, and even the lower mantle, the mesosphere also, they are found in a solid form. So actually the magma, the molten magma is found in the upper mantle, in the asthenosphere. So mesosphere actually is a solid. Now next is the core. Core is also called barosphere. In some book you will also see barysphere. So barosphere or barysphere, right? So now here this core usually is found by this is found by the iron and nickel alloy. So it is very, very solid. Iron and nickel alloy is found here. Temperature is very high, right? And here you will find the density is very, very high, 14.5 to 16. Temperature is also very high, around more than 4000 degrees centigrade. So this is the simple description about this chapter, because this chapter already is very small, and already I have explained this chapter. If you want to study in a detail, so you can open the YouTube link and you can again watch it. So thank you.